beauties and beasts, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be the long-awaited Buxom Cosmetics eyeshadow bar palette review slash swatches slash kind of how-to video for those of you who have been interested in the Buxom Cosmetics eyeshadows that have recently launched. This is the pre-made palette that I chose, and this is the Dollys Wild Side. It's more like pinks, mauves. I'll show you guys in just a second. This is the Dollys Wild Side palette. This is what it looks like, and then if you turn it around, it shows you the colors on the back. Silk Sheets, Champagne Buzz, Lingerie Lover, Mink Magnet, Spoiled Sexy, and Wild Nights are the colors that come in this particular palette. These are the colors that come in this palette. But you just stick your nail in there and you pull it out, and this is the drawer that the shadows are clicked into, and you can just pull them out like that, and then you can click them back into place very easily, super easy. I'm now going to show you guys the palette that I built so you can see the colors that I chose for myself, and then I'll get a little bit more in depth about the actual packaging and the shadows and so on and so forth. This is the build your own customizable palette, and this is what it looks like. So as far as pricing goes with just an empty palette or just, you know, one or two single shadows, I don't know how that works, but I do know that you can purchase the empty palette and fill it up, and it's the same exact price as the pre-made palettes. So this one was $40, this one was $40. My palette is already built. I did take two colors out and put them back in their original packaging so you guys could just kind of see how the shadows are originally packaged and how they work with the customizable palette. I figured two colors in their original packaging would suffice. You guys would be able to get the general idea of what the original packaging looks like, what to look for in stores, and how they work. These are the colors that are already in here. So this is the original packaging that the single shadows come in before you put them into your palette. This is the main lid color that I'm wearing today. It is called Glitz Factor, and I did just put it back in its package just so you could see how the packaging type deal works. But this is what is on my lids. On the back of the shadows, it does list the names of the shadows. You just slide out your little tray from behind your palette. You can see that there are indents at the top up here, and you just take your shadow and click it right into the palette. So one more time, for those of you who didn't catch all that, click it right into place. And that is how it works. These are the customizable shades that I chose. This one is Lavish. This is Gold Status. This is Glitz Factor. This is It Crowd, which is probably my absolute favorite one. This one, kind of like a matte light mocha, is called Star Treatment. And then the one on the very end, which is a lighter creamy beigey brown, is called Gimme Gorgeous. So these are some swatches from the first three over here. You can see how beautiful and pigmented those colors are. I will most definitely include a swatch photo so you guys can see what they look like on my skin. I cannot tell you guys enough how beautifully the Buxom shadows blend. They are so velvety rich and just smooth. Pros and cons. Pros, they blend beautifully. They are very, very luxurious feeling. When you put these on your eyes, you feel like you are wearing rich people makeup. You feel like these things were created for celebrities. They are that good. They feel amazing. I feel like you can blend these out with just about any tool. I actually blend my crease color with my brow bone color with just my finger, because I can put my crease color and then put my brow color, and then I just kind of do this little circle motion and they're blended. It's that easy. These shadows are large. They are not small. They don't skimp you on products. They are a decent sized amount. Another pro would be I feel like they are wonderful for travel. Reason being, because depending on where you're going, you can customize your colors according to your location. Another thing, I've been using this palette a lot, and you can see how clean my palette has stayed. And it's not from me cleaning it, it's because the formula of the shadows is such a luxurious creamy velvet texture that it holds the pigments together, so it's not flaky, it's not powdery. You're not going to deal with a lot of fallout. Even in the super shimmery ones, you can see this shimmery one here, I will show you guys. It looks like one of those ones from Urban Decay that would just flake and fall out all over your face, but this one just doesn't do it. I mean, it's phenomenal. There's no fall anywhere. And so you can see even on this swatch, there's a little section of pigment that isn't flat to my skin, but you can see I can shake my hand around and they're not going anywhere because the formula keeps them stuck on the other pigments. So then you just barely use your finger and you mush them in there, and then it's perfectly blended. I don't know what they did with this formula, but it's amazing, you guys. And I would not tell you this if I didn't truly believe so, because I know what it's like to have a budget. $40 might not seem like a lot of money to some people, but for people who are like me, people who have kids, people who are moms, people who have bills to pay, people who are adults, people who don't get an allowance or don't make a lot of money, and they're looking for something that they can customize and pick their own favorite colors and stuff like that, I feel like these palettes are a great option because $40, you get the palette itself, you get 6 beautifully made colors. They're primer infused. So I think the formula is superb. I think they are blowing away so many other formulas in the stores right now. I just love them. So now with the cons. I just want to go over these quickly because for me they're not make it or break it cons, but I do want to let you guys know. Number 1 would be packaging. The little notch back here, I don't like this. It's a little stiff to pull out, and I have very flimsy fingernails, so I feel like on a bad day this could rip my nail right in half. Also, as much as I like that they have the tabs to lock them into place, you also have to use your fingernail to stick it behind that little tab and pop it up. And I feel like, I don't know, it's just accident waiting to happen. See what just happened? I just accidentally stabbed my shadow with my fingernail because my nail slipped. It slipped off the tab and went right into my shadow. So that's exactly my point right there. I feel like you have to be very careful when you're changing out your shades because you could very easily ruin your shadows. I think that the design of the interchangeable shadows could have been a little bit better. Another con is the pre-made palettes do not list the colors on the back of the interchangeable shadows. So pretty much you either have to keep them in their original palette so you can use the color reference on the back, or you could invest in maybe like a whiteout pen or something like that and write the names on the back of these little changeable guys if you wanted to swap out some colors. But that is one downfall, is the pre-made ones do not have the color names on the back, which I do not like. I disagree with that entirely. I feel like they should be exactly like the single bought shadows. So that would be the only downfalls for me, is the interchangeable locking packaging. I feel like it's kind of just a danger zone waiting to happen. And then the fact that the pre-made palettes do not have the names of the shadows on the back of the shadows once you pull them out. I don't know. Doesn't set right with me. However, like I said, it is not a make it or break it for the purchase overall. You can go on my Instagram if you want and check out more photos of a few of the colors on my actual face because I have been wearing them frequently. But overall, I just absolutely love the Buxom shadows. I think they did a wonderful job with the formula of these, and the packaging is a very clever idea. I just would have tweaked it a little bit. I also feel like because they are primer infused, because they are so highly pigmented, I feel like it doesn't matter what kind of skin color you have, they're going to show up. Whether you are ivory, brown, light brown, caramel, chocolate, milk chocolate, dark chocolate, olive green, yellow banana colored, I feel like every skin color out there will love these shadows, and these shadows will work for you guys. I give the people at Buxom Cosmetics 2 thumbs way up because I just think that they did a phenomenal job. Seriously, guys, if you haven't yet, go to Sephora, swatch them on your hand, walk around for the rest of the day before you make your decision if you have the money to spend. But seriously, go swatch them. Go see what I'm talking about. Feel them on your skin, because you need to do this. You need to experience these shadows. They are phenomenal. I 100% back these up. And these are not just something that's like, oh, this is new, this is exciting, and they're pretty. These are so well made as far as the actual product goes. And I'm in love with them. I think you guys would love them too. So that is it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Don't forget to comment down below if you have any questions or curiosities about the Buxom shadows. I will do my best to answer every single person. If you guys like seeing review videos / swatches and things like that, make sure you give this video a thumbs up so I can know that these videos are down your alley and I can do more reviews for you guys. If there's any other shadows out there that you've seen me using or heard me talking about and you would like a review on, comment that down below. I will put all my links down below as far as social media. And don't forget, if you have not already, click subscribe and become a member of my little lion pride here on YouTube. This world can be crazy, it can be nasty, it can be ugly, things can get you down. There is always beauty to be found in the beastly, and I just want you guys to remember that. I love you so much. I will see you in my next video. See you later, bye.